Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Winchester Football Weekly. This is our second show. I'm your host, Patrick Gill, and this is my co-host, Jay Gill. I'd like to welcome you guys. Tonight we have a very filled-packed, fun-packed night for you, but we want to cover some of the highlights from this week's games. Winchester High School played their first game. They lost 24-0 last Saturday. It was a tough opponent with Cardinal Spellman. Some of the key players was Lau Zansberg did a great job on the defensive side of the ball. Cam O'Malley had an interception on defense. Alec Davis did a great job handling the kicking duties, and Joe Nategi had a great catch for 31 yards. The next game will be Friday at 4 p.m. This Friday at 4 p.m. at Knowlton Stadium. To cover some of the Pop Warner games that started and kicked off yesterday. It was a great day. Winchester Pop Warner kind of drew a short straw with playing Wilmington. They're notoriously a playoff team that has had great success over the years, but it was a great contest for all of the Winchester kids to play. The E team, which is first, second, and third graders, they won 27-20. The big play for that team was a 60-yard touchdown, which was a great win for them. Again, first, second, and third graders, they were a lot of fun to watch. The D-Red team, they lost 18-0. The big play for them was Mabardi bringing back a kickoff past midfield, and then Henry Sergian breaking for a long run. The Winchester D-Black team won 6-0. It was a great game. I was there, and the biggest play there was a 7-yard counter for the only score of the game. But Winchester D-Black did win that game 6-0. The C-Black team lost 26-14. It was definitely a noble effort. It was a tough Reading team that they went up against. They had a perfectly executed 80-yard touchdown pass, so I thought that was great. The C-Red team, they lost 27-6 against Wilmington. They connected for a 60-yard touchdown run. Next week, the Sachem's Youth program, Pop Warner program, goes to Melrose to take on the Red Raiders. So it was definitely a pretty good week for everybody involved. As far as getting back to the high school a little bit, the Middlesex League, no team in the Middlesex League really had a win. There was only one team that actually won in the Middlesex League, and that was Melrose. They beat Belmont 28-7.
Yeah, that would be in the large league, Pat. There's a large league and a small league. In the large league, which Winchester's in, no one won. So everyone's still from first place.
So the Middlesex League is still up to crabs. You don't have to worry if everyone took a loss. It's not that big of a deal. I do want to get right to a number of guests that we have today, because we do have some fun guests that I'd like to bring up. The first person that we're going to bring in for the in-house guest is the athletic director for Winchester High School, Brian Carroll. Brian, believe it or not, was a running back for the football team in the high school. The years haven't been that good to him over as you will see in a few minutes. But in high school, his junior year he had 10 touchdowns. His senior year he had 17 touchdowns. And to his credit, he does have a record that still holds for the Winchester-Woburn game. He has 4 touchdowns in one game, which is, to me, it's a great record that I hope stays for a long time. When he went on to college, he was to a very high-profile academic institution, which was Colgate, where he played against the likes of Syracuse, Rutgers, Army, and Duke. And at Duke, I believe Steve Spurrier was the head coach at that time. So we'd like to bring Brian Carroll. Come on up and have a seat.
All right, Brian.
Hey, Jay, how are you?
How you doing? Nice to see you, kid.
Good to see you. There's a couple of gifts for you guys.
Okay, you want it? Sure. Okay. Oh, thank you.
No, Jay, that?
You okay?
Yeah, that's good. Put it on. How are you, kid?
I'm doing great, buddy. How are you?
Very good. Thanks for
Brian,
coming.
you're supposed to wear these gifts now?
Try them. You model one?
It's a
Do you want?
little, well, actually, it is cold here with the air conditioning.
Believe it or not, we're cold.
74, not 37.
It's the first time you get to wear a running back number,
Well,
Jay.
there are a couple of throwbacks from
Okay, I
many
think
years
I'll wear
ago
this.
that
I think I'll
we've
wear
kept
this.
at the high school, and we,
All right,
you know,
I
it's a
think I'll
thrill to be on with 2 alums, and I thought I thought it'd be
Wow.
great.
This is a little
Let me
chilly
get
with
that.
Brian.
Try
here.
to,
All right, kid, here we go.
There you go.
Back in the old days. What year were these submitted?
I think in the 70s, but
70s.
I'm not really sure.
Okay, how do I look?
Hey, you wanted this for him and Snuggles, didn't you?
That would be perfect. That would be perfect.
Clearly, Brian, the best years of your life are behind you. So no,
You're
what I would
right.
like to try to do, and all kiddingly, in all seriousness, what I'd like to do is have you talk about your experience at Winchester High School playing as an athlete for football.
Well, I'll be brief. I know we have a lot of great guests that I'm sure everyone wants to, would rather hear than me. But, you know, Winchester High School and playing football with the guys that I did, my teammates, and the coaching staff we had with Manny Marshall, Dave Berman, Tom Klein, John Donahue, John Pirani. These are guys that I'll never forget. And Winchester has given me everything in my life. I just had such a great experience at the high school. And now to be back as athletic director, you know, I'm really living the dream. I'm very, very lucky.
All right, also, talk about your college, well, your coaching career, actually. After college, you became a coach at a number of places, so
Well,
talk about that.
you know, it's funny. I talk to kids all the time. I coached at the college level for 9 years. And I told kids, you know, when you're getting out of college, the number one thing you want is find something that you love. And my parents were unbelievable. They made sure that I got to go to a great school like Colgate. They took great care of me. And when I went into, when I got out of college, I went into the insurance business with my dad. And I hated every single minute of it. And you know, I really walked into a great situation. He had his own agency. It would have been a terrific career for most people. But I decided that it wasn't for me and I wanted to go into coaching. So I applied at Harvard for a job, didn't get it. Applied at UMass for a job, didn't get it. And then I went out to AIC and I met a coach that really changed my life, Art Wilkins, you know, another coach who really just took a special interest in me. And I slept in a football office for 2 years. I made $800 a year for those 2 years, but I learned the game inside and out. And I can't tell you what that did for me. So from there, I was at Tufts University, and I was at Buckingham, Brown and Nichols, and I was the head coach at Lawrence Academy. And that's led me back here. So, you know, I love the college coaching, and the one thing I would tell everyone, you know, find something that you love. I know for Jay, you know, when you got a big snowstorm and you're plowing,
84 inches this year, brother.
84 inches of snow. I know you loved every minute
Get
of it.
motivated, you gotta get motivated.
That's right. So that's my advice, and I think a lot of these guys, you know, and especially that class of '86, those guys are doing things that they love and they're giving back, and they're with kids, and that impresses me more than anything.
Oh, it's funny, you know, the 86, you were a senior, and when they were a sophomore, so you must have showed them the way to win the Super Bowl.
Well, I don't know about that. Those guys, they had an awful lot of talent, and that's one of the tightest classes you'll ever see. And one of the things that we talked about on our teams, and we talk about at the high school all the time, is camaraderie and chemistry. And the most important thing you do is take care of your teammates. And I don't think there's a class in high school history that's as close as those guys. They're all still getting together, and it's really nice to see. And they were some great players, and they helped us to a 9-1 year when I was a senior, and that was because a ton of them were playing for us.
What do you think having these three helmets, you have Papuana, junior high, and high school? What do you think, you know, having this back well over 40 years that we haven't had Papuana here, and now that we have it back, what do you think it does for the football program for Winchester?
This is a dream for me to see this.
Absolutely.
You know, we've been struggling in trying to bring everyone together and understand how important that is. That it's not about the wins and losses, but it's about putting the kids first and doing things the right way. And to me, that's what each one of these programs do. I'm so thrilled with Pop Warner. Their first season, I went down and I watched the first 2 weeks of practice just to see their coaches. And I was a little concerned. You know, I wasn't sure what that level of coaching would be like. These guys are unbelievable. What they give to the kids. There isn't one coach out there who's doing anything that's unsafe. It's always about the kids' safety and are they having fun, and they're teaching them the right stuff. With the middle school program and Paul Manganaro and his staff, these guys are tremendous. They're all volunteer, no one's paid, and they're out there every single day giving everything they have for the kids. And I couldn't be happier with our head football coach, Wally Dombowski. You know, this is a family guy who cares about the kids, and he has it all in perspective. You know, it's not, you know, I talked to him after the game, a 24-0 loss. You know, you think he's going to be upset and ranting and raving a little bit. No, it's a work in progress, and that's his quote. You know, that's a starting point. We've learned, you know, I left him 20 minutes ago. Can't tell you how much we learned on film, and we're going to get better.
Great.
And so to see all these three teams together, it's a thrill for me as an athletic director, and the people that are running them are tremendous.
I do have another question. As far, for those of you who don't know, Brian was a big part in getting the turf field done over at Manchester, so that should be brought up as well. But which, thank you for that, for your hard work. I know it was a lot of effort to kind of get everybody together on the same page.
There was
And
a
I think
lot
that
of
was
people
great.
involved, though. A
Right.
lot of people, guys. I appreciate that. But
No, it was great. It really was. But also, I'd like to take a minute to talk about what can players and parents expect now, as far as facilities go. You know, what are you working on that maybe they don't know about that you can talk about? Maybe you can't, but.
well, this is, you know, when I came into the job, I mean, our athletes and our parents, this is Winchester. The tradition's there. We win in almost every sport we have. I mean, we have the best coaching staff, I think, in the state of Massachusetts overall. We have some people who have given their lives to the program. Our parents, we wouldn't have an athletic program without them. Every time I go to a game, every time I see someone downtown, it's how can I help? What can we do? So when you have something like that, you feel pretty secure in that. And now we know that the biggest weakness in Winchester, and I'd be the first to say this to anyone, is our facilities. And until a few years ago, until we got that turf field, I would consider us, you know, in the bottom of the Middlesex League as far as facilities for our kids. And that's wrong.
It's an 8. You always say an 8.
I say an 8J, but
And
I'll tell you.
So I take that,
Well-
hopefully
well,
we'll bring it down to a 1.
You do a
someday.
great job with the fields, Jay. I'm not knocking the fields, but to have no skating rink, to have no track, to have no swimming pool, you know, people would be appalled if they knew the amount of money that we're spending renting facilities. And in this town, I just feel it's unacceptable. And the more people I talk to, the more coaches I talk to, the more community members and leaders that we have in the community, everyone's tired of it. So the turf field that we have is an amazing step. We have a new baseball field at Lynch, and that was a $100,000 project. We have a new wrestling room, over $30,000. It's completely cut down on skin disease in that sport. And as you know, that's a big problem in wrestling. But it's a state-of-the-art system. We have another all-purpose room that was fixed over that cost us close to $20,000. We have new scoreboards up on baseball and softball. And these are from the Sports Foundation, from our youth groups, from our parents, and it's changing the way our community looks athletically.
Great. Well, Brian, we're going to have you back in Thanksgiving a couple other times because we have a big show. I'm kind of going to be like the John Madden Thanksgiving. We're bringing a turkey here. And I'm personally inviting you for Thanksgiving dinner live on TV.
I will be here. I will be here.
Hope you make it there, big guy.
Thank you very much. Great seeing you
Thanks for
guys.
your time.
Thanks a lot,
Appreciate
Pat.
Thanks, please, Jack.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, well, the next segment, as you guys have known from last week, it's Where Are They Now? And right now, we'd like to bring up the 1986 Super Bowl championship team. We have 3 members of that team. We have George Nowell, J.R. Morton, and Mike Vizella. You know, come on up. You know, one thing about the word Vizella, to be quite honest with you, thank you. How you doing? There's been a Vizella playing football almost in every Winchester High School football team for the last century. There's always a Vizella around playing football somewhere. So it's nice. What I do love about these 3 guys coming on right now, that all 3 of these guys won the first Winchester High School Super Bowl. But what I find is even better is all 3 of them are still involved in Winchester youth football.
Football or junior high football.
Or junior high football or what have you. So Mike and JR are coaching with Coach Manganaro at Sachem's Youth Football, and Georgie is one of the board members for Winchester Pop Warner, and he's also a head coach of one of the D teams. So thank you guys very much for coming. I appreciate it.
Just look across this line. We could start our own offensive line right here. With Brian running, we could still go to the Super Bowl. What do you think, guys? Still got it?
I do all right.
Yeah.
And personally, I'm happy that all of these guys are linemen.
Absolutely.
All the linemen
Because you
showed
know
up.
what? You know, Danny McGrath got all the high five and everything, but it
You
wasn't
can't
you
make it
guys.
here.
you know.
Without
blocking-
linemen, they don't have their success.
We
Exactly.
get nothing. We get nothing.
You know, it is important. What I'd like to do is, Mike, start with you and talk about your 4-year run, because it was pretty extraordinary as far as the history goes with
Yeah, it was-
high school football.
Yeah, it was
So-
pretty exciting for us. Our freshman year, you know, we went 5-1-1 as freshmen. Then our 3 years of varsity, we went 9-1, 9-1, and then 11-0. So we had 2 Middlesex League championships and a Division I Super Bowl. But if you look at the 3 of us here, George Nowell, J.R. Morton, and myself, we had family members that played before us, and so you know the tradition was there with us, and it just carries on.
Which I think is absolutely, you know, the best part of this whole thing, that you guys all come from family that would, you know, had played in here and are now continuing it further to help these guys that we have coming up next. JR, well, George, let me get to you first, I guess. Tell us about the Super Bowl itself. I mean, you know, it was a pretty great game. You guys beat Walpole?
Peabody.
Oh, Peabody, okay.
I guess the coolest thing about, well, one of the cool things about the Super Bowl was actually the game before the Super Bowl. I mean, we played Woburn, and we were both undefeated, and the winner went to the Super Bowl. So
Can't get any better than that.
it doesn't. So it was kind of gravy from there. But we went into,
Wait, tell us how much you beat Woburn by.
what was it, 20 to 13?
20 to 13.
See, it's
yes.
amazing. We know what we won Woburn by because they went to the Super
They
Bowl.
went-
What was the score of the Super Bowl game?
It was almost identical to
Yeah, it
Thanksgiving.
was
Really?
just about
Yeah.
the
Wow,
same.
interesting.
It was like 22 to 13.
A win's a win.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, you know, most times, most guys come up here will tell us that the one game that counts most is Woburn. But you guys were fortunate enough to go one further.
Pat, this is the only Super Bowl team from Winchester to win the Division I Super Bowl. The
Which is a
second
big
team
thing.
wasn't Division I.
Uh,
noted.
You know,
You know,
JR,
Yeah.
what was the difference maker? I mean, you know, I know obviously talent, you know, had to be there, but you know, sometimes it has to take something special for it to happen. What was that team like?
We were also pretty lucky. I mean, with Brian up here, like he said, I mean, we came from a team that we got to play like a half of every one of their games. So as a sophomore, you know, second string, we all went out and played like a half of every varsity game because the teams ahead of us were so good. And you know, me and all my friends, and I mean, I grew up with all these guys. I mean, I've been known Georgie since I was 5. I went in 6th grade on with Mike, and we've always hung out together. We were friends. We were in the police station working out together.
also other reasons, no?
Was that you guys?
No,
Why'd
no,
you
it was
guys
just
meet at
working.
the police station?
No, we had a little deal worked out where we set up a weight room up there, and we got to go in and out of the police station before our senior year. And as long as you checked in at the desk, you could go work out. And we were pretty close. I mean, you know, if you even bring out the record books one day and take a look at our 8th grade yearbook, and it talks about winning the Super Bowl in '86.
It's funny, Pat, I've asked all 3 of them because I think it's important. They've all said the same thing, of hanging together, being close, staying together.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
mean,
being close
when
with
you're on a
friends.
team, you don't have to love everybody that's on your team, but you have to like them and get along with them. I mean, you guys know, you guys played. And we were all really close. I mean, we all looked out for each other, and you know, you always respected all the work that we all put in. And like I said, I mean, a good amount of us, you know, half or 3/4 of the team, we've been friends since we were like 7 years old. So you really, you know, you do anything for your friends. So.
I'm hoping that, I mean, I don't know if the audience has seen, but on the table here is a Super Bowl ring from their year, which I think is pretty cool that they were able to bring that in as well. But more importantly, you know, part of the segment is where are they now, and I know you're all in Winchester. But what I'd like to do is each one of you take a quick second to talk about what it means to coach these kids over here.
To me, it's a big joy because, you know, like I said, playing a football was a great experience for myself, and just the things that I've learned, just to give back to them, you know, it just brings a lot of joy to me, you know.
I was fortunate. Left the first year that Paul Maganaro started SYFC. I got to coach my son, and that was really cool. And you know, I got to see him go through high school and play until the injuries kind of slowed him down. And you know, when you get to the point you just want to, you can't play anymore. So I mean, the greatest thing in the world is coaching. I mean, I had Paul ask me years ago, if I'd give him a hand coaching, and I'm so glad I said yes. It's the greatest thing coaching with these guys. I mean, coaching these kids is, you couldn't be any happier. Watching how happy that makes the kids and watching them become, young men and football players, it's amazing.
It's gotta be pretty cool now, because you guys have kids that are now in high school, that you started coaching.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I know some have gone on, but still right now you have kids over here that you coached, and now they're on there performing at a high level, so.
Nothing is better than, driving down the street or walking someplace and you'll see a group of guys and they're like, hey, coach, hey, coach. That's a great feeling. It really is.
Georgie, what about you?
I know when my son started playing Pop Warner, he played over in Stoneham. This is his second year in Winchester. And he played on Stoneham was a good program. We were real happy there. And one thing that was missing, I think he went undefeated. He couldn't wear a Stoneham shirt to school. He couldn't do all that stuff. So it's such a cool thing to see all these Winchester Pop Warner jerseys on Friday at school, and it's really great.
Well, that's great, guys. I appreciate you guys coming in. Go
Before
ahead.
they go, I talked to some of your teammates who couldn't be here. They were kind of jealous of you three being here. And they asked me to ask one question. So I did a poll and talked to your teammates. And this is the question. Please, I'm just a messenger. JR, you are the first questionnaire here. Your senior year, there's always a cheerleader. It cheers your name. What is that cheerleader's name?
It was Kristen Shoot.
There you go. George now.
I don't remember.
Oh,
I don't think
I thought JR would not remember.
I don't think it's a good sign, but
Okay.
I don't remember.
Mike?
It was Lori DeTessa.
All right, the test, okay. Now your homework is, George, to find out who that cheerleader was, okay?
You know we're the smart two here.
I don't know if anyone will admit to it yet.
Well, guys,
Thank
again,
you for having us. It's
thank
an
you.
honor to have you guys, really is. And what
It
you
really
do,
is.
commu-
All right, well,
you know,
thanks for
back
having
to the
us.
community, it's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All right,
Jay.
thank you.
All right, now coming up is what I'm really looking forward to is for the first time, we have our Winchester Athletes of the Week. Basically what this is about is someone from the high school, the middle school, and the Pop Warner program that has really shown what it means to be an athlete, whether it be a young athlete or a student athlete in the high school. Just lead by example, do right by the community, show respect to adults, those types of things. And we have three very, very good, nice young men coming up now. We have Timmy O'Brien, who's the freshman at Winchester High School. He's a running back and cornerback. We have Sam Casey, who is in the 8th grade, so he plays for Coach Manganaro, and he's an offensive back and a defensive back. He's also the 2011 quad captain, which was voted by his peers. His brother George now plays for the Winchester High School, which I also think, and he was a former member of the Sachem's Youth Football and Cheering. We also have Brian Pacific, who's the Pop Warner Athlete of the Week. He is a Montori. I want that to come out. What I think is kind of cool about this situation is we put this out to all the programs, and without realizing what they had done, they picked each one of their kids that they wanted to represent, and all three of these kids have siblings or uncles that have played in Winchester high school football, and that wasn't done intentionally. It was just it just goes to show you that, good community brings back, tenfold. And I think it's great that these kids could be here, so I appreciate you coming.
Guys, I just want, this a little history for us, because when we played, there was Pop Warner, junior high, and high school. So you guys should be honored to be here tonight, and we're honored to have you, because Winchester has great tradition in football, and you three should be very proud of yourself. And thank you for coming.
First of all, I'm going to ask a question of Timmy. Timmy's uncle, Gary Rico, was co-captain with my brother Jay. I do think that Timmy is a better football player than his uncle. I think that's not to put too much pressure on you, but you got to take it to the uncle.
Yeah, Timmy, he was only a high school Hall of Famer and a college Hall of Famer, so not too much pressure on him.
No, but Timmy, my question that I do have for you is, what was the transition like from youth football up to high school? I mean, you're a freshman now. Tell me, what do you think about it? What's the difference?
It was really, really tough going from 8th grade to 9th grade. It's a new offense, new defense, and with the summer workouts and everything, it was just really tough.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you liking it?
It's 2 practices a day, everything. It's really tough. Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I noticed this year that 37 freshmen have come out,
Yeah.
which is a pretty large number, actually. So it's got to be pretty good to be playing with some of your friends and that type of thing.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah?
I think last year there was only like 20 freshmen out. They,
Yeah.
they didn't have any like offensive line. That was awful, they said.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's great. Sam, how are you?
Good.
Good. What I would like to ask you is, what do you like best about playing football?
Well, I like playing with my friends, but I like the contact too. Like, I just like hitting, I guess.
Yeah? What position do you play?
On offense, I play quarterback and running back, and then on D, just defensive back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your favorite coach?
I don't know. I like them all, but
Smart move.
Wait a minute, you must have somebody in your
Smart
family in
move.
politics.
Yeah, Uncle Paul. Uncle Paul.
With that answer, obviously,
Yeah,
you have a
Uncle
politics
Paul.
in your future.
but I mean, I like Mike Rossio. He's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, you guys have a great coaching staff, so it's,
Yeah.
you know, and it's pretty cool what Coach Manganaro does with all of you guys. He does a fun trip for you guys every year, so it really
Yeah.
does bring you guys together, and it just makes it an exciting place to be, to start playing
Yeah,
football.
like
So-
last year we had the night game.
Yeah,
That was cool.
absolutely. I think it's great. So now I'm moving on to the gentleman down the end there, Brian Pacific. How are you?
Good.
Good. Brian had 2 brothers, I'm sorry, 2 uncles play for Winchester High School, Richie and who else? Artie?
Yeah.
Artie, okay. Now,
Uncle Artie.
yeah, one thing I did want to ask, Brian, again, who is your favorite coach right now in Papuana?
I like them all.
Ooh, another politician. Also, who's your favorite uncle?
Favorite uncle? Both.
Smart,
Oh, Mom got to you before, between rehearsal and then now, didn't she?
No. Actually,
Anyway, most exciting thing that's happened to you on the football field, Brian? What was
Well-
it?
well, at practice, like, I'm getting contacts, I'm getting into them, and I'm usually getting through the line and pushing them back.
Which is a great thing.
Yeah, really great. I'm left tackle, so that's basically my own job. I just don't want to get pushed back.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. The worst thing you do is get pushed back.
Yeah.
I think that's great. What
Well-
about yourself? What's the the best thing that's happened to you on a football field?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, well, actually, the first game I ever played, I scored 2 touchdowns.
There you go.
I guess that's it.
I still haven't scored a touchdown. Now, Timmy, what was the hardest lesson you learned on a football field?
Probably last year against Melrose, we got like
I heard that.
crushed, and at least like 10 people got hurt and got concussions.
Yeah.
So
They thought they got concussion.
they thought they did. Most of them ended up not having concussions.
Absolutely.
but-
They were all eating pizza the next day.
Yeah.
It's glorious. Well, listen, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate you guys taking the time to come out. I think it's pretty brave of you to come out in front of the TV and live TV. So,
Speaking of that, we had to give you something for showing, getting this award tonight. Gloria's sponsorship, and you guys, all 3 of you, got gift certificates to Gloria's Pizza. When you go up there tomorrow or the next day, they're going to give you gift certificates from Mike Rossio at Gloria's Pizza. So congratulations.
so tell them that you were athlete of the week, and they'll know what that
You'll get a
is.
free gift certificate.
And don't be telling your friends, because they'll all be running up taking the pizza.
Thank you guys very much.
All right, guys, thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You can just unclip those. Just trying to wrap things up a little bit here. One thing that we do want to talk about here is this coming week, the freshman football team starts Saturday at 10 a.m. The JVs start at noon. And, but also I want to talk to you about the cereal real quick. It's called Sachem's Crushed Cereal Blitz. Basically, we're going to sell these boxes of cereal for $5. Every 100% of the donations goes to the second phase of Manchester Field renovation project, which would be the track. And then for every box sold for each school, $1 will go back to the school. So please, you guys are going to start getting these boxes. With the team that's, thank you, the school that sells the most will get $1 back towards their school. So you guys are gonna start seeing these show up. Please get out there and sell Sachem's Crunch cereal. Thank you very much.
Thank you.